You're watching Neon Rewind.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52.
Here's something strange about history. Whenever a movement or a person arrives at exactly the right moment, you'll almost always find that the times themselves were quietly preparing the stage. And for these new wave artists, full of musical ideas, already comfortable performing as much with their image as with their instruments, that stage opened at exactly the right time. It was called MTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Video music in stereo 24 hours. MTV Music Television in stereo.
Hi, I'm Neon Rewind. In part 1, we saw how UK clubs like Blitz and Rum Runner, along with artists like Soft Cell, sparked the second British invasion. In part 2, we're charting its global conquest. How did this movement completely dominate the US market? From the visual revolution of MTV to my own first-hand experience watching it from South Korea, here is the untold story of how the world turned British. The second British invasion went into full force by late 1982. British acts were releasing records in America, getting radio play, and they had an unexpected ally, a brand new channel called MTV, which barely had enough music videos to fill its schedule and was airing live performances just to survive. Here's something that only came out later. MTV was famously reluctant to play black artists. The story goes that Epic Records essentially forced the channel's hand to start playing Michael Jackson, but the timing tells its own story. It was only after this wave of British acts came crashing in that the channel scrambled to find an American hero to stand against them. Without Michael Jackson, who would have stopped them? In Korea, the early 1980s, music videos were a rare luxury, something you'd only catch as a holiday special once or twice a year. With no access to MTV, I desperately envied kids growing up in America. But for a hardcore pop music lover like me, there was a secret loophole: AFKN.
From Hollywood, it's America's #1 pop music show, America's Top 10.
This is New York Hot Tracks.
Wir begrüßen Sie zu Solid Ghost.
Most Koreans ignored the channel due to the language barrier, but for me it was a lifeline. Every new track felt like breaking news, and pop music arrived not as a daily routine, but as a historic event that connected me to another world. Back then, checking the newspaper TV listings was my daily ritual. AFKN was my window to a whole new world. Aired late at night, I had to execute a stealth mission into the living room, praying the floorboards wouldn't creak. But of course, I got caught. A lot. In that conservative Korean society, a kid staying up for pop music was taboo. I got in trouble a lot. It was a feeling unlike anything I'd ever known, completely transfixed.
Just what I need.
And then there was Duran Duran. Their popularity in Korea was staggering. They looked like characters from a romance manga. They looked like they had stepped out of a fashion magazine. As a teenager, I honestly wondered whether people could really look like that. They didn't seem real, more like people from another planet. We loved them, but back then we even joked that these stars probably had no idea where Korea was, or that it even existed. Their world felt so distant, especially since you couldn't just turn on a TV and see them. Foreign acts rarely toured here, only making it as far as Japan. Make sure to like and subscribe for more neon nostalgia. John Taylor was particularly special to Korean students. Since his name was written on almost every Duran Duran poster and photo, we naturally assumed he was the leader or the main singer. Along with Nick Rhodes, their surreal, otherworldly looks made them seem like they weren't even human. Schoolgirls would often play fight, claiming John or Nick as their future husband, and warning others to hands off. But when it came to sheer visual shock, Boy George was on a whole other level. His popularity was massive, though it came with a hilarious twist. Many radio DJs back then made the mistake of introducing him as a beautiful female vocalist from a British group, with looks that could rival Brooke Shields. We loved Culture Club's music, but Boy George was the icon, a symbol everyone knew. Culture Club took that idea and turned it into real, mainstream success in America. Back then, Korea was a deeply conservative society. We didn't have the language to understand what Boy George represented. Most of us simply thought it was part of being a pop star.